Good morning, folks. Welcome back to Seasiders TV on what is a pretty gloomy Tuesday morning. So, yeah, we're just going to round up the news, really. There's been a bit happened since we was last on. So we'll whip through that. I don't expect us to be here too long today because not too much meat on the bone. But let's get into it. Signings and departures. A few, and mainly been dealing with Beverley Town and Pickering Town on these over the course of the last few days. Leaving Brid Town, well, not leaving, on dual registration but available for Beverley is Eddie Birch. And coming the other way to Brid Town is Danny Earl. That one's not on dual reg, that's just a straight transfer over to Brid. A little bit more on that towards the back end of the show. And then with Pickering, George Harrison has moved to Pickering Town, so we wish George all the best. And coming the other way is Nathan Dyer. An exciting win back by all accounts. I think he was scouted back when he was at Taddy. We talked to Gavin about that, and he basically said, look, they've had their eyes on this kid for a while. So he's come in. Welcome, Nathan. All the best to George. And that is your transfer news. That's what's happened over the course of the last few days. Moving on, Trafford on Saturday. If you're coming down, do come down. There is going to be free food for all under 16s, and under 16s getting free anyway. So if you're at a loose end or you're interested in coming down for your first time, you'll be welcomed in. You'll get free lunch, some free food. Can't beat that. And it looks to be an intriguing tie. First competitive game under Denny and Coulson. So yeah, get yourselves down, get your kids in, get your kids fed, get your kids to invite their mates and their mates to invite their mates and their mates to invite their mates, and you get the message. Get everyone down, and let's get behind the boys and let's try and get into the next round of the FA Trophy. Yeah, so Danny Earl, pretty prolific at this level of football. Previous fan favourite of Brid Town, is back at the club. Very happy for it. I think we needed it. He knows the place. It's not going to take him any settling in. And hopefully he can just hit the ground running. And that's what we need. So fingers crossed. Come on, Danny. Yeah, hope to see him starting against Trafford. And hope to see him scoring against Trafford. Scored 2 again. I think it was 2. Scored 2 for Bev Town in the pre-season friendly, and now we can all welcome him back and hope that he starts bagging for the boys in Brid unis. So yeah, let's all get behind that. Talking about that, there was a statement put out by Beverley. And I'll read it because it's worth reading. It's interesting. So we'll read it and then we'll have a little chat about it afterwards. We can confirm that hometown striker Danny Earl has rejoined Northern Premier League side Bridlington Town AFC. Gaffer Dave Ricardo, quotation, I'd like to go on record to thank Danny for all his efforts in the Beverley Town shirt in his brief stint with us. He worked hard throughout pre-season with the coaching staff and players alike. We are looking forward to working with the lad in the season, as well as there were many supporting, cheering him on down at Norwood and on our travels. Continues to say, it is not often people can say they have been offered, I'll wait for it, a life-changing amount of money when playing at this level in the pyramid, but in this case, Danny can. So on a personal note, I wish him well, and he and his family are welcome back down to Norwood at any time. I am sure he will succeed at Queensgate and wish Bridlington supporters the best when cheering him on. 4 games, 3 goals for Daniel in his stint at Beverley Town at the beginning of this season. But that's not the interesting part there, is it? Life-changing money. I mean, that's quoted as Dave Ricciardo saying that Danielle has received an offer which constitutes life-changing money at this level in the football pyramid. Now, that's going to chuck it up to all sorts of hearsay, isn't it? I doubt it will ever come out how much Danny's on. If he's I'm not sure if he's on a contract or it's a pay-as-you-play thing. I'm pretty sure it will be a contract. But Mr. Ricardo is coming out and saying we've lost Danny essentially to Brid because they're putting some serious wonga in that guy's back pocket. So yeah, owners showing ambition there by going, look, if we need to get these players, we're willing to fork out for them. Everyone hopes that they're not overextending. You don't want silly amounts of money going into a squad at this level of football. You probably want to wait until you've gone up a couple of divisions before you start really extending those numbers, because you want to see the gate receipts coming from being successful. More success, you'd expect a higher gate, more money coming into the club, more money than can go to players. But it does sound like HGM are potentially stretched maybe what you would expect for a player to be getting at this level, and just kind of, gone, we want this guy, we're just going to pay a bit more than what's expected and get him in. Now, again, they did say life-changing money. I don't know what that constitutes for Danielle. But usually when you go into the realm of life-changing, it's got to be in. You don't want to speculate. I don't want to speculate. In fact, I'm not going to speculate. I'll let you guys decide what life-changing money is. Dave Ricciardo, Beverley Town, saying Danielle is receiving life-changing money. I will let you guys come up with your own thoughts on that. In other news, frustratingly, there is going to be a delay on replica shirts. Capelli, the new manufacturer of the Bridlington Town shirts, which we've all got to say, I think that the impatience is because these shirts do look really good and people just want to get their hands on them. That's me included. I've got both coming. Hoping the sizes are actually true to size this time around, but I have been told that you can swap and chop this time around. Because I remember when I got the area ones, 2XL was not 2XL. I'm not having it. It just wasn't. It was. I felt like I was wearing like a wetsuit or something. They want a 2XL. I've got the 2XL for my sins. I'm a Leeds fan as well, so I've got my 2XL in my Leeds home shirt and nice fit. What you'd expect from a 2XL. I've got the Brid one. No. That thing was tight. So yeah, fingers crossed. I've gone for 2XL again because I looked at the Capelli sizing and it showed to be pretty much the same sizing as the Adidas at the current moment. So fingers crossed we get it right first time. But I've been told that you can exchange for a bigger size if it doesn't fit. But delay on them. So look, I'd encourage Bridtown to get in touch with the manufacturer and actually get a tracking number in, and that should really give you a really small window of when you can expect these in. So I would encourage that just to give the fans as much clarity as possible. But yeah, the impatience is because they look wicked, don't they? They do look really good. So I can't wait to get my hands on mine. Social club, again, that's a new thing going on at the club. 1 till 4 today. So if you're seeing this and you're at a loose end this afternoon and you fancy getting into the club, playing a game of pool, having a game of bingo, having a laugh, meeting some new friends, do that. For people that are suffering with loneliness or anything like that, or people that just want to make new friends, get yourself down. Bridtown's an inclusive setup and they want you there. Trust me, get there, have some fun. And that's all for today, folks. I'm not going to stay here too long. I've got through what I want to get through. Have a great rest of your day. Make sure you make arrangements so that you can get down to Trafford, and we will all see you there. Till the next one.